morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we will continue the chapter when, where and how. In previous class I had already explained first few paragraph of this chapter. So without any delay, let's get started this chapter. From page number 102, paragraph chronology of events. So first I am going to read this paragraph, after that I will explain. It is not possible to understand history unless the events of the past are in a chronological order. The past events are arranged in order of time, that is, events that happen first are followed by events that happen. This order is known as chronology. So basically, it tells us that it is not possible to understand history until and unless the events of the past are in systematic way, or we can say organized way, in proper time. All the past events are arranged in the order of time. That is, event that happened first, after that other event that happened second. This order is known as chronology. In fact, the practice of recording historical events in a particular sequence gives us an idea as to how human beings progress from the earliest to the latest stage of civilization. The practice of recording historical events, all the events that had happened many years ago, it should be in a proper sequence of time. It should be in sequence of time, so that we will able to know that how human being progress from the earliest to the latest stage of civilization. However, a chronology without a certain point of reference is not possible. What is this point of reference that the historian adopts? Good to know. Greek scholars Herodotus and Thucydides were the first two historians who started the tradition of systematically documenting history as the record of past events. Well, in previous video I had already explained that who is historian and what does his work. So basically, historian is a person who conduct studies and records collected all the information regarding the event that took place many years ago. It's called a historian. So these two people that you can see the pictures of, historian named Herodotus and Thucydides, were the first two historians who started the tradition. Well, historians have unanimously recognized the year of Jesus Christ's birth as the reference point from which date for all historical events are counted. Well, all the historians who have unanimously मतलब willingness in a group recognize the year of Jesus Christ's birth. Jesus Christ is the Lord that follows Christianity as the reference point from which date for all historical events are counted. We refer they are counted backwards. Example, 50 BCE comes before 49 BCE. Similarly, for the years after the birth of Jesus Christ, we use CE, that is Common Era. These years are the counted forwards. Example CE, Common Era 49 comes before Common Era 50. So basically these historians have anonymously recognized the birth year of Jesus Christ that helped them to record all the historical events that had happened and how they refer to the events of the past with BCE. BCE means before Common Era and CE means after Common Era. BCE before Common Era means the year before the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, and they are counted backwards. All the events that had happened before the birth of Jesus Christ, it will be counted backwards. Like example 50 BCE comes before 49. Similarly, for the years after the birth of Jesus Christ, we use Common Era. These years are counted forwards. Common Era 49 comes before Common Era 50. So also Common Era is also sometimes used for indicating the dates of those historical events that took place after the birth of Jesus Christ. So Common Era that indicates the dates of those historical events that took place after the birth of Jesus Christ. Common Era stands for Anno Domini, meaning in the year of the Lord, after the birth of the Lord Christ. So 2013 can be written both as Common Era 2030 or AD 2013. Similarly, we can also use BCE before Common Era in place of BC to indicate dates of before the birth of Jesus Christ. So Common Era is similar to the AD, Anno Domini, and before Common Era indicates BC before Christ. I hope all of you have understood. Last paragraph, that is timeline. Timeline is the graphical representation of historical event in a chronological order. It looks like a long bar and is used to show events along period of time. It has events on one side of it and their respective dates are on the other side. So timeline is also, we can say, it is a time duration that indicates represent the graphical representation of all the historical events that took place in many years ago in a chronological order. As you can see the table figure 1.3, a timeline of ancient Indian history. With the help of this timeline, we are able to know that which event took place in which year, so that it helps us to understand that which event had happened in which year. That's why this history tells us also about the event in a chronological order. Hope all of you have understood the chronology of event and the timeline. Well, these two historians named Herodotus and Thucydides are the historians who collect all the information about the incident that had happened before the So next class we will discuss the importance of geographical factors and sources of history. After that we will continue this chapter in our next class. Thank you.